Well, I am super excited to be out in the woods and to kind of explain this tech tip to you, because this is one that a whole lot of people don't know, and it involves ground blinds. Ground blinds are awesome unless they're set up improperly. If you don't set them up properly, it's going to kill an area for you. I don't care if it's bear, deer, or whatever. So what I'm going to do is show you how to properly set up the ground blind so that you can trick these deer and set them up on the run, or you can set them up on way season. But let's go to the ground blind and let me show you. All right, so here we are at the ground blind. Now, what you have to do is, number one, do not cut away any natural vegetation unless you need to shoot through. So maybe if I'm gonna bow hunt, I need to move these. But for the most part, you don't want to move any natural vegetation. And as a matter of fact, you want to add vegetation. The problem with ground blinds, and the biggest mistake people make, is this roof line. This is what deer, this is what wild animals are going to catch. They're going to see this roof line. They're not necessarily going to see through here because it's nice and thick behind me. But this roof line, it's off color. They're sharp lines. And even if you have this, it's just too sharp. So what you need to do, and you'll notice in all of these new ground blinds, they have these little catches so you can put, you'll see, break up this roof line so that animals can't see it. These little straps, they're all over this thing. They're on the roof. I can tie this here and it's pretty permanent. And you just want to keep going around the ground blind until you can step back and see that this roof line is broke up pretty good. So if you're running and gunning, you can just do that. Just go all the way around the ground blind, any place where an animal can see, and grab the vegetation that's around you so it all blends in. I can do this whole roof line right here just by tying that. You're going to be able to see there's a humongous difference from on this roof line, and it's all roof line. I'm going to say it over and over and over again. Roof line, roof line, roof line. You can try to break this up too, but we have this natural tree that's going to break it up for us. But I would focus on roof line, especially if you're running and gunning. You throw, break off a couple branches, get it on the roof line, and it's going to save you a whole lot of deer walking in, turkeys walking in and turning and just staring at you, because they see this roof line. Break up the roof line. That's the tech tip of the week. And I got one more tech tip. This also is a perfect opportunity to get inside the ground blind, range spots, and then you can put flagging tape around and know distances. So from here to there is 10 yards, 20 yards, and 30 yards. You'll have markers all set up already so that, again, when deer hunting season comes, you're all set. They're used to the ground blind. The roof line is broke up, which is huge, even if you're doing it 2 months before deer season, because you don't know what deer is going to come walking in. If you're hunting the rut, a buck that's never been here before can show up looking for a doe, and if he does and he sees this roof line, it's not going to work out good for you. He's going to stare at you for a few seconds and he's going to take off running. So roof line, and set up your yardage markers before the season starts if you can. If you set this up 2 days before the season starts, then you really want to break up the roof line. I can't say it enough.